Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Play. It's me, Space Burt. Sitting here doing a little farming. And yeah, so in this video I'm thinking we can take a look at a couple of things I've been working on. Let me plant this stuff real quick. I just walked by and noticed it was time to harvest, so I'm like, hey, why wait? Might as well get it done. And I will say that I'm pretty satisfied with this little farm. It doesn't produce the most wheat, but I mean, really, do I need that much wheat? And since I don't eat it, I just use it to feed the cows. It works perfect. And on that note, I think I could probably go and drop all this down. But anyway, there's a couple things that I'm working on. There's something I've kind of been working on a little bit for a couple of days now that I haven't mentioned yet. Which I guess I mentioned in passing, but I didn't really go into any detail. It's kind of my little secret project I want to show you guys. I'll take you there in a bit. And also, I made a project board, which we'll take a look at too. Oh, why did I come to the diamond mine? Force a habit. Well, since we're here, I can show you I did quite a bit of mining too. If you look down here, it's getting lots of mining. So I got a good bit of diamonds and I got a lot of deep slate, which I've already used a good bit of it. Well, actually it's just off-site. I haven't used it yet. Should I say it's in the works to being used. So this is turning out to be pretty good. You know, I have mixed times when I use these kind of strip mining, because sometimes it works out real nice, sometimes it doesn't, and you know, it's just a hit or miss. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pause and meet you guys at the top. Alright, make sure to push that button, because man, it's painful if I jump down and that's not up already. Let me feed these guys. Yeah, this is working out pretty nice too. I got a good system on how to harvest them and how to get up and out without them coming out. So it's working pretty good. And yeah, it's a little fancier than it probably needs to be, but you know what? That's what makes it nice. Let's pick this up, and I want to show you guys the little project board that I built, which I think's nice. It's something that I've been meaning to do, just really to gather my thoughts. And I don't think that it's big enough, because now that I'm looking at things like that cow farm, I could probably repair that to look nicer, but, well, you guys see. I'll meet you at the board. Alright, yep, so I put it outside because I wasn't quite sure where to put it. The house is getting pretty full already. So it's right down here. And this is, you know, to collect my thoughts and think about, okay, what do we want to work on in the series? You know, where can I put all this stuff to just kind of get it in my mind? So let's start from the top. I need to renovate that minecart spiral pathway, and you know, that's both of them. The one to the basement area where the cows are, and then the one that goes to the diamond mine. So design a main hallway in the basement area. That's where the cows are and all that. Build a sugarcane farm. I was thinking about actually building that across from where the cows are. But that's coming soon, something that I've been wanting to do, or at least has been in my mind that I want to do. So build minecart, or build the diamond minecart docking station, kind of like we have with the minecarts where the cows are in the basement. I call that the basement, and then the one below is the diamond mine. So yeah, build something like that for the minecart, for the diamond minecart. So build a shelter area for the wheat forming storage. That's where we just were a minute ago. All those chests are just outside. It would be cool to have like a little separate building for it. So get villagers in the wizard tower, specifically librarians. And I'm going to also have to turn them into zombies and then cure them first so I can get good prices. But that's going to be a whole endeavor, because that always takes a long time. So build a carrot farm, because who doesn't love carrots? Build a netherwart farm so I could start mass producing potions. It'd be nice. So I want to build a bridge across the ravine, and specifically this ravine right here. Because I want to be able to start just going from the back of the house this way to the sea without having to go around. Yeah, okay, here we go. So build project and map room. So I'm thinking I could make a room specifically for places I've explored, for mapping out the area, and also where this display board with all the little project signs can live is in this project room. I think that'd be pretty cool addition. So finish the outdoor pathways. That's these guys. They don't have any sides. They look kind of strange. And I would really like to have them finished. And really, this one over here is the really bad one, because that's just floating, which is cool in Minecraft, but it doesn't look good. I don't like that. It's all about that appeal. It's got to look nice. Okay, build stable and get a horse. Why not? You know, I'll probably never use that horse, but I'll just have it, and it will just be part of the property. So build a bee farm. And that is something that I think I will use, because I do plan on using copper, and I might not want everything to be green. But something I definitely want to do in this game is the copper, because I've never really used it. But I've used it here a little bit, but in every other playthrough I've ever done, copper really isn't high on my list. So I want to change that, because I think, there's a lot of good uses for it. It can make things look interesting. So build a sheep shearing farm, build a chicken farm. I would like some feathers. I seem to always be low on arrows. Build a mob farm, and this would just be a generic mob farm that has all the mobs, except for spiders. Somewhere where they can fall, and I could just hit them once and get all their goodies and experience. And it's really, to get their goodies, because, creepers, we need some TNT in our life. So build a build a slime farm area, and I want to start a large project. It's kind of nebulous right there, but that's one of my goals I want to do. And, as I get that large project scoped out, I will start, having little spin-off projects based off of whatever the large project is. So finish adding redstone to the blaze farm. There's a lot of more redstones I want to add to controlling the blaze. I haven't really given this too much thought lately, but it's definitely something I want to do. So build a nether base, pretty much where the blaze farm is. Just make that real nice. And move the nether gate there. I think that'd be pretty cool. Build a gold farm in the nether. That's something I have never done, and I think I might want to give it a try. Explore the nether. I haven't really explored it very well, usually because I can continuously die when I'm in the nether. But now that I have a bunch of fire resistant potions, things might be a little different. So I want to build a path to the sea, and that kind of goes with that bridge. I want to build a bridge across this ravine, and then probably even continue all the way to the sea over there, if you can see. And this area right there, that's all water. Lots of water over there. Landscape around the homestead. It is looking a little better than it was, mostly because of these paths that got rid of all the creeper destroyed land. But I still think it can use a lot of work. It's still pretty rough. Where am I? Oh yeah, find a stronghold. Yep. Beat the Ender Dragon. Yep, eventually. Find an end city. Yep. And renovate the nether portal room, which is downstairs in the basement area. So I'm going to try to complete one of these at least before I come up with some new thing that I need to do. So, we could continuously not only make projects, but actually finish them. Because all too often, people will start projects continuously, and a lot of times they won't ever finish them. And I don't want to do that. I want to finish projects, not just start projects. So with that said, I think I'm going to go in and go to sleep. And then I will meet you guys at my secret little project. And it is on that board. And we'll talk about what my idea is when we get there. But it's bedtime now. So here we are, the secret project location. This is my little makeshift base from what I'm trying to build here. As you see, this is the side up there. My idea is I want to make kind of like a battle arena area, and mostly to get slime balls, because this is the mangrove swamp right near this homestead. But I thought, it'd be pretty cool to have this big flat open area where I can go and fight mob. And, not like a regular farm, but just go in with bows and swords and armor and all that and fight them. So right here, I kind of started making a layout and making a pattern to, figure out how I want to actually craft it and, make a design with it as well. Cutting through this forest is no easy task, or a swamp, I guess, but it's so thick. But I'm trying to map it out with odd numbers, and I want to install certain things, or certain designs, and it's been a real task, and it looks kind of eerie, in this, just these little paths weaving in and out of the swamp. Which I kind of like it, but this isn't going to work. I need to get rid of all this foliage, and make all that flat down there. And I think it'll turn out nice, hopefully. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a lot of work. I'm going to clear this out and do the bottom, and I'll meet you back. Alright, so it's been a while, and I did a lot of work. So I'm back in my little makeshift base here. Oh, I forgot to mention, this was almost a creeper disaster right here. Luckily it was avoided, but I wanted to show you that I made a nice floor pattern and started getting rid of a lot of this foliage up here. And man, this is no easy task. These trees are no joke. They have wood scattered all in here. It's been quite the task. But yeah, this is where I am, and I'm thinking I want to make this really big. Like, I want this to at least twice the size it is now. Maybe go the same size back this way. Or maybe even a little bit bigger. I'm thinking something really big to where I can go on one side, and by the time I get to the other side, where I just came from now has mobs on it. So it's going to always have mob. It'll never not have mob. And I need to go ahead and make sure all of this is gone. And I want to build a roof eventually on this. Maybe about 4 high, maybe even 5 high. At least 3 high, because I need slime to be able to spawn here. So I was also thinking with the roof, I can do this anytime during the night or day, except on a new moon. I believe it's a new moon, and that's whenever slimes don't spawn. So that's no good. Won't do anything if I do it then. But I want to install some lights. I'm thinking everywhere where I have these blocks right here, I want to put in some lights so I can flip a switch and have it all turn on, or flip a switch and have it all turn off and be in darkness. Maybe with just a couple of redstone torches or something. To have just a little bit of light, but not enough to affect any of the mobs spawning. I think that would be pretty cool. And this is turning out to be a very big project. And on that note, I'm thinking I might actually make this my first big project, with having maybe a lot of different tiers of mob spawning, and maybe mob combat kind of stuff. Or, I don't know, I have to think about it. But I'm kind of digging this swamp and this structure inside of it. And underneath here, this is the creepy place. I'm not looking forward to having to wire stuff up down here. Because, man, I don't know. Kind of gives me the creeps just a bit. But anyway, I think I'm going to install these lights and have a single button And maybe right here in between this stone and this stone have a massive stairwell all right here that comes up. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start by installing lights. And then, so I'll go ahead and pause it here again and meet you guys back when I have more updates. It's not so scary under here anymore. And I managed to get rid of a whole bunch of ugly blocks that I don't want. I guess sometimes being a hoarder pays out in Minecraft. Got all these blocks that I didn't know what to do with. And they made a great floor over all of this water. And let me tell you what, this swamp had some water. Oh, got another visitor. So I got a little carried away with building on pause here. I finished up this top, got rid of the trees. It's looking pretty good. Let's take a peek. I'm going to come in the corner and do an aerial view. I'm liking the pattern. I wasn't sure at first, but I think I like it. This is it from above. I replaced all of those center parts with these lights, and I did a lot of redstone work down here. So let's check it out. I wanted to show you guys before I go any further, because I've done too much, I think, already. So I went with this design of having this block alternating system for each of these lights. So we can see if I push the button right here, it trades out the light. And that one will trade out this one. So there's two different switches. And we just want a pulse here, because we want it to just do it one action. And I have this center one, the sticky piston right here, powered continuously with this torch. And this is just an OR right here, an OR gate. And whichever one is true, if it's going to be this one's true or that one's true, it shuts off the center power just for a little bit, drops the block, and it allows this 4-tick delay to push the other block in position. So if we keep doing the same side, it is the same one. It won't change. It'll just go down for a second at the top. But if we do this one, it will turn the light off. So we can have the light off, we can have the light on, and start the mob spawn. Pretty cool, I think. So that's part one, and I went through pretty much all of these, and you can see I added them. Took quite a bit of resources, but I think it's worth it. And man, this stuff right here is no joke. It slowly takes over everything. Yep, so the next thing that I was working on is a switch. So I have up here just a single button. I'm eventually going to make walls, and this is going to be like a little porch area. And inside of here is going to be the actual battle arena, battle chamber area. So I want to be able to push this button, and it will either turn all the lights on, or it will turn all of the lights off, depending on if the lights are on or they're off. Either one. And I decided to do one instead of having two. It would be a lot easier just to have two buttons, you know, one for on, one for off. But I'd rather this way, because I just like the one button. And let's take a peek at how this looks. Alright, guy. Shut up. So I have two different things here. This is the switchboard, or the brains, if you will. At the top, this is a constant switch. It's either on or it's off. And it's controlling these two sticky pistons, and these two sticky pistons will complete a circuit at the bottom. So this torch keeps this sticky piston on whenever the switch is off. When the switch is on, this torch goes off, and this sticky piston is powered continuously. This is the same switch logic that I've used for the last couple of things. I think it's really compact, and I like the design. So I keep using it. But it's hard to see right here. But we can view if I push this button, and it's the same if you look right here, that's where the button is up top. I just put one down here for ease of use so I can push it and see what's happening. So we have two different lines here. We have a line out right here, and we have a line out right there. So one of these lines are going to be for turning it on, and the other one's going to be for turning it off. So the goal here is to have this line to just pulse just for a little bit and for it to alternate which pulse. So again, the switch controls these sticky pistons, which finishes this circuit. You see this is one circuit, and this is another circuit, and this is just connected straight to the button. And we've got a little bit of a delay here, and I want to have this delay so I know that there's plenty of time for this circuit to be completed before the pulse of the button goes all the way through. So the pulse of the button goes through, it toggles this switch, and it will go ahead and power this. So when it powers this, it will power both of these at the same time, and the only one that will go through is the one that has the completed circuit. So it's just like a little circuit breaker, and we just want the pulse from the button, but we also want it to go to the correct one, on or off, and it will toggle through each one, and it should always work. It should never have an issue where it doesn't work. And we can see it. I'm going to go ahead and push the button here, and we can see up that one's on. Let me put a block here so I don't fall in it. I'm going to push it again, and that one's on. And just a blink, just for a little bit. And that should function just like these buttons with just a pulse. Yep, and hopefully I can get it to all of them. And I went ahead and went down here with these higher ones, and then I'm going to have a lower one. So the higher ones are going to be all for either on or off. Whichever one, it's probably going to be for off. They'll come down, and they'll connect to the off side, and that's this side. And then the lower one's going to connect to the on side. So whenever the top is powered, it's going to shut all of them off. When the bottom is powered, it's going to turn all of them on. And I'm just going to have to put repeaters throughout, so it's going to be kind of like a wave effect, where it will start from the center here and work its way out, shutting on and off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, I think, and come back and show you guys what I have. Alright, so check it out. Nice. The delay is a little long. I could probably shorten it, but it's rather safe than sorry. So that's probably not enough light to fully prevent all mobs from spawning up here. I'm sure there's a couple of spots where the light is like a 7, but I think it's good enough, because it's getting real crowded downstairs. But yeah, it definitely works. And this is about half of how far I want to go. I think I want to double this for the battle arena size. Let's go take a peek downstairs real quick. I could show you how I separated the wires. So I did like I was saying. I put the off on top, and I put the on bottom. And it's just a series of lines with repeaters as I need them, and I made sure to have it equal. So if there's a repeater right here, if I go to the next line, which I gotta go real slow because I gotta duck, there's a repeater in the same spot, and so on and so forth. So it's uniform whenever it goes up and down, or really whenever the lights change. So yeah, this turned out to be a lot of redstone, a lot of work, but I'm pretty happy with it. And this video is going on quite a bit, so I think I'm going to end it here. But before I go, let's go push that button one more time. I like to get a good vantage point to see it. Nice. Now I just need to double it and build walls and a ceiling and go in and get some slime. Thanks so much for watching. If you like my content, go ahead, give me a like and subscribe and all the other things YouTubers say. And until next time, take care.